Hello and welcome to another episode of the Theater Professor Vidcast. My name is Terry Dana Jakimiak II and I am the Theater Professor. Alright, this week we're going to be looking at a great way to find color palettes. Before we jump into that, let me just make a couple of quick notes. As always, thank you everyone who continues to watch and subscribe. You guys are fabulous, and that's why I keep doing these videos. Sometimes I feel like I repeat myself every time in regards to that, but I feel like it's important because it really is you, the viewer, that makes this all worth it. Also, if you haven't done so already, stop by www.thetheaterprofessor.com. That is my website. I have lots of cool stuff there. Check it out. All right, let's jump right in this week. And we're going to be looking at something that is part of the Adobe Creative Cloud. If you don't have Adobe Creative Cloud, you may want to check it out. I'm not a reseller or anything like that. I am subscribed. I know there are a lot of people out there who don't like the subscription-based model, and I completely understand that. But for what I do and for what I would have to purchase, I am thrilled about the subscription-based model because it allows me to use all of these programs at a much more reduced price, you know. So this one is Adobe Color. You see it on my screen there? And what we're going to do with this is we're actually going to create some color palettes. So if I go ahead and click that, it opens. And it's weird because it opens up to my camera. Now the first thing you see here, this is weird because it's focused on my computer screens right now, computer screen. But you see all those dots, they keep bopping around, moving, changing color palettes. Well, what we're going to do is we're actually going to hit on the right-hand side, we're going to hit the X because I want to get out of this. And this brings us to our kind of what I consider the main panel. You notice I don't have any themes because this is the first time I'm actually going to save something. I've played with it a lot, but I haven't saved anything. Well, if you hit the plus button, you can see you can pull from camera roll, or Creative Cloud. We're actually going to pull from my iPad's camera roll. And we're going to go into moments. Actually, I lied to you. I apologize. We're going to go into, where are they at? Family. These are some pictures my son actually took. If you are on the website, you'll notice that these are pictures that I've actually released as reference photos. And we're going to go ahead and pick this first picture. And you can see immediately are dots. There's 5 dots, and they've gone to 5 different locations on the picture. And they've pulled those colors into the left-hand side where we have this green color palette. This is really cool. This is pulling the palette directly from an image, which if you are a designer or a painter, say you're doing a painting and you're using a reference, you can have that picture and you can pull that color palette directly from there. Now, if we hit the happy face up in the top right, which happy face doesn't really help us to describe what this button will do, but if you hit it, you'll see we see colorful, bright, muted, deep, dark, and custom. Well, if you pick a different one, so I'm going to pick bright, it changes the palette. Now, this one doesn't change it much until we click on the muted. Notice that my colors have gone muted. I know, it's very descriptive. This is deep. Oh, pulling in some of the blue for deep. And dark. Okay. Now this is a heavily green picture, so there's not a lot of differences in it. I'm going to go ahead and click the check mark here, and you'll see now we can name our theme. So we'll come up here, and what we'll name it? We'll name it Dandelion Grass. And I'm going to go ahead and publish to color.adobe.com. That means, I believe that means other people can use it. And we're going to go ahead and save my theme. Now, the cool thing about this is I'll be able to use this. Oh, we need to create a new library. I'll be able to use this on my desktop or on my iPad or on my iPhone on any of the Adobe products, which is really quite fascinating. Let's click OK. Okay, I got it. So let's go ahead and do another palette, maybe with something with a little more variation so we can see how wacky wild it can go. Oh, this one has lots of colors. Let's see. I did this in Snapseed. Let's see how. So here we go. This is the first one. We're on colorful. We move to bright. We move to muted. Oh, that's very different. That's my son and daughter, by the way. We were at a museum. It was a museum in Portland, Oregon. We were visiting family. And it was really cool. Deep. And then we've got dark. Oh, I like the dark. We may come back to that. And one that I didn't show you was custom. And if you click the custom, you can actually grab the circles and move them around. Now, I don't necessarily use it in this way because I like, I like the colors they tend to come up with. So now I've created, oh my gosh, yeah, I've created 3 colors in the Irish flag on the left. So this is a custom, and you can save it like that. I'm going to go back to the dark because I really like this one. And you can click on the left, you can click each of the boxes to see where it's pulling from. Okay. And we'll click check, and we'll call this a new theme. Let's call this turtle, because there's a turtle in it. I know. And we'll go ahead and publish this to adobe.com. And there we now have 2 themes. Okay. And if you click on each of the themes, you'll see that there are options, right? So first off, you have your info, which gives you info. You can rename it. You can actually publish this to Facebook, Twitter, or email it and add tags. Okay. You can look at this. You can come in here and you can find the specific hex numbers for each of the colors. Okay. So you could have your iPad set up next to you if you're working on your computer screen painting and your iPad has your reference photo. You can also have this up and actually pull the specific hex colors into whatever art program you're doing. Now, we're in custom. I'll get into this in a few minutes. I don't want to look at that right now. Okay. You can duplicate it by hitting the duplicate button, which we're not going to do, or trash it. Okay. So here we are again on the My Themes page. You can rename my theme. You can delete my theme. You can collaborate. I have not used any of the collaboration tools in here, so I don't know how far we can go. In the top left, you'll see this is a bunch of information about you. When you hit that menu, okay, you can download more apps, you know, all those fun things. Now this is cool. I'm going to go back into this one. I'm actually going to duplicate this one. Copy to my themes. So now we have 2 turtles. And the reason I did that is I want to go into it and I want to show you some of the other tools that are available in here. Okay. So in the bottom right, if you hit this button, you can see analogous, monochromatic, triad, complementary, compound, shades, custom. We've been doing custom. If I hit analogous, I can't even speak. It takes the color that I had chosen and then picks colors that are directly next to it. Let's go back. I've got to X out to kind of go back, which is a little bit annoying. If we do monochromatic, now they're all within the same green. Let's choose the red one this time, and we'll go triad. So now it's triad on the color wheel. Okay, and you can adjust these. So you can see I'm spinning it. You can move things in and out. It's all very, very cool. Then we've got complementary, which would be opposite sides on a color wheel. We've got compound, which I don't understand the compound one as much. That's maybe somebody who has used this a little more often than me can talk a little bit about the compound one. I don't understand the compound one nearly as much. It's almost like complementary, but then also off to the side. It doesn't make a ton of sense to me. And then you've got shades, which I like shades. So it's the first color and then shades of that color, which is really kind of cool. And it all can be done in this. You can even, if you hit the plus, you can do it from your camera. You can do it from the Creative Cloud. So if you have anything on the Creative Cloud, I don't have a lot of things, okay? But if you've done things in Illustrator Draw or Illustrator Line, in your Lightroom or Photoshop Sketch, I do have some libraries you can pull from your libraries. You can do all that, and you can create things, create color palettes via there. Okay, so this is a great tool if you are, again, if you need a reference of your colors. You can have this sitting by your side on your iPad, or even if you're doing all of your work on the iPad, you can easily bounce between programs. You bounce out and pick up another program. Say I've been doing things in Sketch Club, okay, because that's one of the things. Oh, I was playing a little bit with the pixel art. So there's my name, Terry, in pixels, yay! And you can just bounce back and forth. The iPad allows you to switch between the two programs fairly easily. And if I remember correctly, I have to check something. I don't remember. Nope, it's not that. Yeah, okay. So this is a lot of fun. Again, you do need the Creative Cloud to use it, which can be kind of obnoxious. The other thing is, I wish you could create a theme without having to pull a camera roll, a picture camera or something from your Photoshop. I wish you could do it without, just do it on the fly. That's the one thing that I haven't been able to do. What does the Collaborate allows you to pull in other people. You'll see it's gonna take a few minutes. I don't have any people to pull in, so I'm not collaborating with people. I'll go ahead and close that for now. So check it out. Have some fun with it. If you do use it, I would love to hear about how you're using it, or even better, share some of your color palettes. I would love to see what type of color palettes in the pictures that you're coming. I mean, just looking at these, I really like this one right here. I think the dandelion grass one is really pretty. I may actually use that for an image soon, because I think I like that combination of the nature. Nature's wonderful, right? Nature has so many wonderful color complements. So that's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If I cannot talk today, feels like I'm talking at the speed of light sometimes. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're on YouTube, or join the Theater Professor website. You can become an artist's member for $0, and you'll get updates and lots of information as I release it. This again was Adobe Color for the iPad, part of the Creative Cloud, and that's it for this week. Have a wonderful week and take care.